Let's talk about the census figures now and the ripple effect. The fear of losing constituencies is now driving politicians to dismiss the just released census results that have shown drastic shifts in population in some of the counties. So National Assembly Majority Leader Aden Duale led a host of northeastern leaders in demanding immediate release of the raw data relied upon by the census officials. Section of leaders from Rift Valley to Nyanza and the eastern part of the country have equally demanded explanations of the dwindling numbers whose accuracy the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics defends as very accurate. Sam Gituku has more.
The realization of the impact the Census 2019 numbers will have on delimitation of electoral boundaries and the sharing of equitable revenue to the counties has some of political leaders jittery. Numbers that indicate population growth to be higher in urban and peri-urban areas to the disadvantage of far-flung areas. The northeastern, being the region worst affected, has grown in population by less than 180,000 in 10 years. Mandera County registering a population decline of 158,000. And though the counties of Wajir and Garissa have registered growth, some of the sub-counties have lost numbers, causing fears that such constituencies risk being scrapped and combined with others.
But we want to ask the DG to open the service. We want to see the raw data. The raw data from the mapping to the actual census that took place on the 24th to 31st of August.
This obsession with the North and its numbers, especially by official Kenya, I think should come to an end.
People decided to sit in a boardroom and just gave, took numbers from the air, I don't know.
Elgeyo-Marakwet County.
A section of MPs from Elgeyo-Marakwet and Samburu counties of similar views that the figures are either doctored or did not include all residents whom they describe as nomadic. The two counties have registered a marginal growth of less than 90,000 each in 10 years.
During the day of census, there were cans everywhere, gunshots everywhere. They were reported.
They were not captured. Most of our citizens there were not captured during the census.
Sisi pia tuko ready kwenda kotini. Tumepata pia lawyers wanatuguide tuone vile mambo itaenda kwa sababu hatuko tayari na hiyo hesabu ya Samburu County.
KNBS Director General Zachary Mwangi is saying the data so far released is not specific to political boundaries.
What we released were results of the population distribution by administrative units, not by political units. And sometimes you know that during campaigns or when we are doing voter registration, there is the political mobilization for people, encouraging people to go and register in maybe in their home counties, which doesn't happen in a census, because a census, we count people where we find them.
The numbers as released will guide revenue sharing for the next 10 years. Currently, 45% of the devolved revenue is shared among counties based on the population.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And since it's a scientific process, you can easily, any professional can easily interrogate the numbers.
Despite the complaints from the political class, the numbers would appear cast in stone. The counties that are complaining condemned for the next 10 years, perhaps opening a conversation on whether population should continue to play such a critical role when it comes to resources sharing as well as delimitation of boundaries. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.